In our final gameplay chapter, we'll examine the culmination of our campaign, the epic finale. Like a good movie, finales are meant to be action-packed, adrenaline rush maps that are full of perilous moments, close calls, and that final burst of excitement you get as you fly away on your rescue helicopter. Like Crescendo's, finales are actually very easy to add to your campaign. Most of the events that occur during the final map are merely scripts that can be done in all of Valve's source games. Let's go to File, Open, go to your Noesis folder, and open up Left 4 Dead Noesis 3. Finales follow a strict set of events. This is because they are programmed in Left 4 Dead to occur this way. Once you summon the rescue vehicle and start the finale, the director will send 2 waves of infected towards you like a panic event. This is followed up by the first tank. After that tank is defeated, there are the next 2 waves, followed by the second tank. Once this second tank is defeated, the rescue vehicle is summoned, and the director sends continuous waves of infected and tanks to stop you from escaping. To make it easier to follow along, let's break up the segments of the finale. First, let's focus on getting that finale started. Fly down here into this room and select the rescue radio. As you can see, it's a trigger finale. It's right next to trigger standoff. It's a point entity, name of which is radio. The start disabled is no. The world model is ham radio. And let's browse it so you can see it. And that's in models, props, terror, ham radio. Okay. Disable shadows is set to yes. And the use delay is 7 seconds. The outputs refer to given times within the finale. Finale escape started is the part of the finale after the second tank is killed and the rescue vehicle arrives. Heli_logic relay refers to the logic relay that controls the finale helicopter flying in and rescuing the survivors. Use start is fired as soon as the radio is used. In this situation, it kills the info game event proxy, which alerts the players of the radio and plays the recording of the pilot telling the survivors he is coming. Let's check out the info game event proxy, name of which is radio IGEP. Name of the event to generate is explain pre-radio. This tells the survivors what the radio is for, and the range is 100 feet. And the ambient generic, the name of which is finale ambient generic, sound of which is track 1033 fave.wave. And all the flags are checked. Believe it or not, this is all that's required to have a functional finale in your map. However, if you wish to end the finale and have the players finish the map, then you will need 2 more sets of entities, the first of which is the escape vehicle and the second of which is the credits. The escape vehicle is an exact replication of No Mercy's helicopter in sequence. Not only is it a fantastic and cinematic escape, it also allows me to show you how the finale was accomplished at the end of No Mercy. Select the helicopter model. As you can see, a prop dynamic. This is the helicopter. The world model is News Helicopter Hover Am. And it's located in your Models Hybrid Physics News Helicopter Hover and model. It's kind of difficult to see. Disable shadows is set to yes, the name of which is helicopter animated. Collision is set to not solid. start disabled is set to yes. Next, let's look at the pilot. Here we have a prop dynamic. The world model is Rescue Pilot 01. Disable shadows is set to yes. The name of which is Wink. Collisions is set to not solid. Default animation is sit helicopter. And start disabled is set to yes. This is so he's not just standing there at the beginning of our map. And now we have our two spotlights, which are prop dynamic. World model is Searchlight Small 01 model. Disable shadows is set to yes. Name is Helicopter Spotlight Right model. Collisions is not solid. And start disabled is set to yes. Now our second spotlight, which is, again, the Helicopter Spotlight Left model this time. Not solid, and it's disabled. Now the actual beam spotlights. Name is Helicopter Spotlight Right light, the parent of which is the Helicopter Spotlight Right model. The halo sprite is Left Glow 03. The beam sprite is Glow Test 02. And the second spotlight, which is, let's check the flags out first. You can see that none of them are selected. Name is Helicopter Spotlight Left Light, and is parented to the left model, and it has the same halo and beam sprites. And now we have our logic relay. These logic relays will set up the helicopter correctly so the pilot and spotlights will work properly. For usability, feel free to copy and paste these into your own maps. The name of which is Helicopter Lights Relay. On trigger, Helicopter Spotlight Right model is set to enable. On trigger, Helicopter Spotlight Left model is set to enable. On trigger, Helicopter Spotlight Left model is set to parented to the helicopter animated, and the same with the right model. On trigger, Helicopter Spotlight Left model is set parent attachment to the light 1 point, and the other one is set to the light 2 point. This sets them up on the helicopter correctly. And finally, both are turned on at 1 second. Okay, next let's review the brushes that are around the rescue vehicle. Trigger hertz, name of which is Heli Trigger Hertz. Filter name is Infected. The damage and damage cap are lots. The damage type is Crush, and 0 damage force is Yes. Clients, NPCs, and everything are selected. This will kill off the infected that try to board the helicopter. Okay, next we have the pushes, which is a trigger push, the name of which is heli-TP. Start disabled is yes. Speed of push is set to 400. And the push direction is at 0 degrees. And then you have the second one, which is set to 180. This is so the survivors can't get stuck inside the helicopter while it's landing. Next, we have the brush of the helicopter, so the survivors can jump on. It's a function brush, the name of which is helicopter platform brush. Start disabled is set to yes. Its solidity is set to toggle. And next we have a trigger multiple, the name of which is chopper trigger continue. Start disabled is set to yes. Delay before reset is set to 1, and entire team number is survivor. This is so we know all the survivors are on the helicopter. Entire team start touch, helicopter continue relay, set to trigger.